Hi, Jalen. How you doing? I've got your work. Thank you so much for getting this in, even though it was late. I really appreciate you um, taking the time and effort to get this submitted. I think you did a great job. I really do. Each one of these questions has been addressed specifically relating to the piece at hand, the giveaway or the design collateral, informational collateral piece. So that's excellent. A lot of students made the mistake of trying to group everything together into these 11 sustainable questions, which I think that, that's just not going to work. I think that's pretty intuitive. So anyways, good job here. Now, I just want to address some of your things. I'm going to go through this. Do I really need it? No, the postcard is not necessary. You know, that's a tough question. Do I need it? Of course, you don't need the postcard, but to get your message across, you just might need the postcard. You know what I'm saying? So if you can answer that question, do I really need it? The best way to answer that question would be, I know I don't really need it, but this consideration that I'm going to do is the most sustainable of all of the considerations that I've researched, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And then the seed paper. Yeah, you do need it. I think that you do need some sort of a collateral piece to tie the whole thing together so that the viewer knows and can actually participate in and participating, I mean, yeah, taking the water droplet paper home and planting it, that's participating. So I think that's a really good consideration there. That postcard designed to help minimize waste. Well, the thing is with the postcard is, what are we going to do with the postcard? Are you just going to hand it out? Because I don't think that's a good idea. I think the postcard should definitely serve a dual purpose. That's something that you're going to have to figure out for yourself. I think the overused example was you're handing a postcard as your informational collateral, and then you turn the postcard around, and on the back of the postcard there's the map of the trade show floor, and then a coupon or a voucher or whatever, that when you turn the piece in, you get X amount off of your parking, or you get free parking, or whatever the situation was. And that, of course, is going to minimize waste, right? So, but the postcard itself, it doesn't matter, because you talked about this being smaller, the postcard itself, and you talk about the considerations that might have to come into consideration with the post office and mailing restrictions. And that, typo right there. And that's important. That's a really good consideration. However, I don't, that is actually showing that you're thinking in the future of this piece. So actually, you're not just designing the flyer for this particular show. You're also considering using it in other applications, sending it, and maybe after the show's over or whatever the situation is. So that's excellent. Durable and multifunctional. Neither the postcard nor the seed paper are designed to be durable. That is a mistake. That's a huge mistake. The postcard should be durable. Why? Because if it's durable, if the postcard is durable, it can be reused. If it's not durable, it's not, people are going to be holding it and fingering it and whatnot. And so if it's a durable paper, you can, once they turn it in, you can use it again tomorrow at the trade show, or reuse it on the same day, just reusing the flyers. Okay, so durability is somewhat of a consideration. Renewable resources. Postcard will use recycled paper that can be recycled for another future use. Seeds. Oh gosh, what's going on here? Sorry about that. Anyways, sorry about that. So, anyways, reused renewable resources. You say recycle paper, but of course you have to describe that to the nth degree. I think you know that a bit. And then reuse practical and encouraged. 5.5 by 8.5. That is pretty big. 6 by 4 is probably a good size, and that also is a regulated postal size for a postcard. So, So anyways, and we can go through this and I can finish, but I think you get the idea, the whole idea. The one thing I do want to see, I want to go through this real quick. Postcard, this is good that you are actually using FedEx, so you're not using a 4-color process. 100% tree-free paper and soy-based inks, which I thank you for the education. I did not know that FedEx's digital printers used soy-based inks. Excellent, good source. But give us the citation there. Okay, the seed paper, I would use paper that I've shredded at home from my neighbors to make it pulp. That's not going to work. That's just too labor intensive. The seed paper, I think, is something that's going to have, you're going to have to purchase it. So that's something you would have to look into. Okay, great idea that you're going to make your own pulp. You're gonna recycle your own paper for this, and that's a wonderful idea. It's just labor intensive, and it will never work. That's the realism. Pop-up display would be purchased from. Okay, pop-up display. We're not using a pop-up display. Remember, we're using a trade show booth. So a pop-up is not going to count as a trade show booth. Okay. Pop-up display is a good idea. I think it's probably a better idea than a full booth, but that is the requirements of the assignment. So in this particular trade show, let's say perhaps that they don't allow pop-ups for some reason, or that you are required to assemble a booth. Okay, so whatever that situation is, that's just part of the assignment. So let's forget pop-ups and start thinking trade show booths. Great citations, good formatting, outstanding job, Jalen. Thank you so much for getting this in. Please contact me if you have any questions or comments at all. Thanks.